My beloved child, pause now. Yes, right where you stand, and let the clamor of the world fade into silence. I'm speaking to you, not through the wind or the waves, but straight from my heart to yours. I see you, every hidden corner of your soul, every tear you've shed, every laugh that's danced upon your lips. Too often, you rush through your days, blind to how deeply I cherish you, how my eyes follow you with a love that never dims. Today, I call you to listen, for I have a truth to plant within you, a truth you may have forgotten amid the noise. I am so very proud of you. Do not turn away. Do not let your thoughts wander to doubt or distraction. These words are no fleeting whisper. They are eternal, woven into the fabric of your being, as constant as the breath in your lungs and the steps beneath your feet. My pride in you is not a reward for perfection or a prize for grand deeds. It is the reflection of my unchanging love. I see the real you, not the mask you wear for the world, not the polished image you strive to present. I see the you who feels weary when the sun sets, uncertain when the path twists, afraid when shadows lengthen, and still I am proud. Do you wonder why? Because I have watched you from your first breath, marveling at every step, every stumble, every rise. Picture a shepherd tending his flock across a rugged hill. He knows each lamb by name, sees each faltering step, and rejoices when they find their footing. So it is with me. I have walked beside you through every valley, every storm, every quiet dawn. I see the struggles you've faced, the moments when you chose kindness over anger, when you pressed on though your strength waned, when you sought light amid darkness. Each choice, each effort is a thread in the tapestry of your life. And I, your father, delight in everyone. I've whispered to myself, that's my child, with a joy that echoes through eternity. You may think you've fallen short. Perhaps you've gazed at your life and seen only cracks, missed chances, broken promises, dreams left unfulfilled. You've wondered, how can you be proud when I'm so flawed? But hear me now. My pride does not rest on your achievements or your spotless record. It flows from this simple truth. You are mine. I crafted you with my hands, breathed life into you with purpose and love. You are a masterpiece, not yet complete, but radiant in every stroke of my design. The world may demand perfection, but I do not. I delight in your becoming, in the courage it takes to rise each day, in a heart that beats with hope despite its scars. Lift your head, my child, when the voices of doubt grow loud. The world will try to drown out my truth with its judgments and measures, but let my voice be louder. I am your father, your shepherd, your savior, and my pride in you is unshakable. No failure can dim it. No fear can steal it. No storm can sweep it away. You are deeply cherished, not for what you do, but for who you are mine. This is my eternal promise, sealed in my blood upon the cross, written in the stars that light your nights. I see every moment of your life, and I am proud. Imagine a father watching a child take her first steps. She stumbles, falls, yet he claps with joy, not because she ran a race, but because she tried. So it is with me. I've seen your first steps and your 1,000 fall, and each time I've rejoiced. I've seen you choose the narrow path when the wide one beckoned, forgive when bitterness tempted you, love when hate seemed easier. These are not small things in my eyes. They are victories, quiet and unseen, that shine like gold in my kingdom. You've carried burdens I never meant for you to bear alone. Guilt over past mistakes, fear of not being enough. Lay them down now at my feet. You don't need to prove yourself to me. You already have my heart. When the Pharisees judged, I ate with sinners. When the world condemned, I offered mercy. My pride in you is not fragile. It is forged in the fire of my love, a love that led me to the cross for you. You are not a disappointment. You are my delight. Walk with me, my child. Through this message I prepared for you. Every word carries my love, my encouragement, my purpose. Don't turn back, for I long to reshape your heart, revive your spirit, and set your eyes on the path I've laid before you. You are not just another soul in the crowd. You are my beloved, chosen before time began. I see your growth, your courage, your heart, and I am proud. Let this truth sink deep. You are enough, not because of what you've done, but because of who I am. My pride in you is eternal, and nothing can take it away. My beloved child, come closer now, for I have seen you in the quiet places where no one else looks. I've watched you give when your hands were nearly empty, love when your heart ached, forgive when the wounds still bled. These acts, hidden from the world's applause, are treasures in my sight. You've wondered, haven't you, if they matter? In the stillness of night, you've asked, does anyone see? Does anyone care? Let me answer you now, with a voice that shakes the heavens and soothes your soul. I see, and I care. Your sacrifices have not slipped past me. They've reached my heart. Think of the widow I met in the temple, dropping 2 small coins into the treasury. The crowd passed her by, their eyes on the rich who gave from abundance. But I saw her. I saw the faith in her trembling hands, the love in her quiet offering. She gave all she had, and it moved me. So it is with you. I've seen the late nights you stayed awake, comforting a friend when sleep called. I've seen the times you shared your bread when your own table was bare, the moments you swallowed pride to mend a broken bond. These are not small things. They're the heartbeat of my kingdom. The world measures worth by what it can see. Gold, titles, crowds shouting praise. But I measure differently. I look at the love that fuels your actions, the faith that keeps you giving when no one says thank you, your kindness, your selflessness, your silent prayers whispered into the dark. They matter to me. They are seeds planted in the soil of eternity, and though you may not see the harvest now, I promise you, it will bloom. Every act of love, every choice to put another before yourself, builds bridges where walls once stood, heals wounds the world cannot touch, changes lives in ways you cannot yet fathom. You've felt weary, haven't you? You've wondered if it's worth it, pouring yourself out when the world stays silent. I know those moments. I carried a cross up a hill, my body breaking, my blood spilling, while the crowd mocked and my friends fled. I know what it is to give when no one sees, to love when hate answers back. But I also know this. Nothing done in love is wasted. Your sacrifices echo beyond this fleeting earth, into a realm where time cannot erode them. They shape a legacy, not of fame, but of hope, a legacy that reflects my heart. Picture a farmer sowing seeds in a field. The ground is hard, the sun relentless, and no green shoots appear for weeks. Does he abandon his work? No, he trusts the harvest will come. So it is with you, my child. Every tear you've shed for another, every hand you've lifted to help, every prayer you breathe, they are seeds. The world may not notice, but I do, and I rejoice. When you comfort the lonely, you comfort me. When you feed the hungry, you feed me. When you forgive the unforgivable, you mirror my mercy. Your love is powerful. It carries my light into the shadows. Do not grow faint, my beloved. The enemy whispers that your efforts are unseen, that they fade like mist. But he lies. I see every hidden act, every quiet moment of giving. I was there when you chose peace over anger, when you gave your last coin to a stranger, when you prayed for an enemy instead of cursing them. These are not forgotten. They bring joy to my heart. The Pharisees sought glory in their loud prayers, but I praise the tax collector who bowed in silence. Your quiet faithfulness moves me more than you know. You're not just doing good. You're living my love. When I washed my disciples' feet, I showed them what matters. Not power, but service. Not recognition, but love. You followed that path, often without knowing it. Every time you've chosen the harder way, the way of compassion, of sacrifice, you've walked with me. And I am proud. Your life is a testimony, not to your strength alone, but to mine working through you. The world may overlook you, but I never will. Keep going, my child. The road of sacrifice is not easy. It demands your heart, your time, your comfort, but it leads to life, abundant and eternal. Your efforts plant hope where despair once reigned, and that hope will bear fruit, perhaps in a stranger's smile, a child's laughter, a heart turned toward me. You may never see the full harvest this side of heaven, but trust me, it is coming. Your sacrifices are not burdens. They are gifts, offerings laid at my feet, and I treasure them. So lift your eyes, my beloved, when weariness creeps in, when a world's silence deafens you. Hear my voice. Well done. Your sacrifices are not in vain. They are shaping eternity. You are my hands, my voice, my love reaching a broken world. Keep sowing, keep giving, keep loving. I see you, and I am with you always. My beloved child, come sit with me now, away from the world's clamor and its scales that weigh your worth. The world tries to measure you by what you've done, what you own, what others say. It hands you a burden of expectations, whispering that you must prove yourself, that you're not enough unless you climb higher, grasp more, shine brighter. But I tell you a truth the world cannot grasp. You are more than enough, not because of what you do, but because you are mine. I formed you with my hands, breathed life into your lungs, called you by name before the stars were hung, before you spoke a word, before you took a step. You were enough for me. You've carried the weight of striving too long. Try to earn love, to win approval, to silence the voice that says you fall short. Lay down, my child. You don't need to fight for my heart. It's already yours. When I look at you, I don't see flaws or failures. I see your heart, the unique beauty of who you are, a soul I crafted with love. Think of the lilies in the field, blooming under my care. They don't toil or spin, yet their beauty outshines the grandest ropes. So it is with you. Your worth isn't tied to titles or treasures. It's rooted in me. The world may demand trophies, but I demand nothing. You are a masterpiece, not because you're perfect, but because you're mine. I chose you, not for what you could achieve, but for who you are, a reflection of my love, a light in my creation. You felt the sting of comparison, haven't you? You've looked at others, their successes, their ease, and wondered why you don't measure up. But you're not in a race, my child. I didn't create you to compete, to chase shadows that fade. I created you to be you, uniquely, wonderfully you. When I walked this earth, I didn't seek the powerful or the polished. I called fishermen, tax collectors, sinners, ordinary souls with extraordinary hearts. Your value isn't in outshining others. It's in shining as I made you to shine. The enemy prowls, whispering lies. You're not enough. You'll never be enough. But his voice is dust against my truth. I say you are priceless, not because you've earned it, but because I've declared it. On the cross, I paid the price for you, not for your deeds, but for you. My blood says you're enough. My wounds say you're cherished. My resurrection says you're mine forever. You don't need to strive or prove anything. Rest in me and let my love wash away the burden of not enough. Imagine a potter shaping clay. He doesn't scorn the rough edges or discard the vessel for its cracks. He molds it with care, delighting in its form. So I shape you. Your imperfections don't diminish you. They're part of your story, part of the beauty I'm crafting. The world may see weakness, but I see a heart that loves, that tries, that trusts. That's enough for me, more than enough. You tried to earn love from others, perhaps even from yourself. You've punished your soul for falling short, carried shame I never placed on you. But my love isn't a wage to be earned. It's a gift to be received. When I fed the 5,000, I didn't ask if they deserved it. When I healed the blind, I didn't demand payment. My love flows freely, and it flows to you now. You are enough, not tomorrow when you're better, but today as you are. Let this truth sink deep, my child. You're not a project to be fixed or a race to be won. You're my beloved, chosen and complete in me. The Pharisees sought worth in their rules, but I sought it in their hearts. I seek yours now. Stop running, stop comparing, stop striving. You're not on trial. You're in my arms. The world's scales are broken. Mine are true, and they weigh you as priceless. Walk in this freedom, my beloved. When doubt creeps in, when a world's voices roar, Hear mine above them all. You are enough. You don't need to add a single thing. Not wealth, not fame, not perfection. You are mine, and that makes you whole. Live boldly, not to prove your worth, but to reflect it. My love surrounds you. My grace upholds you, and my heart declares you enough. Yesterday, today, and forever. My beloved child, draw near, for I've seen the road you've walked, the steep climbs, the shadowed valleys, the storms that raged against you. Life has not always been gentle, has it? You've faced battles that tested your soul, shed tears that stained the earth, wrestled doubts that clawed at your peace. Yet here you stand, not unbroken, but unbroken in spirit. I tell you now, you are stronger than you know, and your resilience is a light that pierces the dark. I watched every step. I was there when the weight pressed down, when the path vanished beneath your feet, when you wondered if you could go on. You've fallen. Yes, who hasn't? But you've risen. And that, my child, is where your strength lies. Not in never stumbling, but in standing again. The world may call your struggles weakness, but I call them courage. Each time you've faced the wind and kept walking, you've shown a heart that trusts me, even when the way is unclear. Think of Peter stepping out of the waves. He sank when fear gripped him, but I didn't let him drown. I lifted him, and he walked again. So it is with you. You face moments when giving up seemed easier, when the pain was too deep, the loss too heavy, the doubts too loud. But you didn't. You clung to hope, even a flicker, and pressed on. I'm so proud of you for that. Your strength isn't in your own power. It's in mine, flowing through you. The enemy wants you to see only the falls, to measure your worth by the scars. But I see the rising. I see the nights you cried out to me, the days you pushed through exhaustion, the moments you chose faith over despair. On the cross, I bore the world's weight, and I bear yours now. You've never walked alone, not through the fire, not through the flood. I've been with you every step, strengthening you when your knees buckled, whispering peace when chaos roared. Picture a tree in a storm. Its branches bend, its roots strain, but it stands because its strength is deep, unseen. So you stand rooted in me. The world may not see the courage it takes to rise each morning, to face the unknown, to trust when nothing makes sense. But I see your resilience is a testimony, not just to your heart, but to my power at work in you. Every trial you've overcome, every tear you've turned to prayer, every step forward is a victory I celebrate. You've wondered, am I strong enough, when a road stretched long and lonely? Yes, my child, you are, because I am your strength. When I calm the sea, I show my disciples they could trust me. When I rose from the tomb, I showed you that no darkness lasts forever. Your struggles are not the end. They're a chapter in the story I'm writing, a story of triumph, of grace, of a heart that refuses to break. Hold fast, my beloved. The challenges you face today are not your defeat. They're your refining. Like gold in the fire, you're being shaped, not destroyed. I've seen you choose love when hate tempted you, forgive when anger burned, stand when falling was easier. That strength, the kind that moves mountains, the kind that reflects me. You've walked through valleys I never promised to spare you from, but I promised to walk with you. And I have. Don't fear the storms ahead. They'll come, as they always do, but they'll pass. And you'll stand, not because you're unbreakable, but because I hold you. When I faced the garden, my sweat fell like blood, yet I trusted my Father's will. Trust mine now. Your resilience honors me. It's a faith that says, I don't understand, but I'll follow. And follow you have, through shadows and light, to this moment where I say, well done. Keep going, my child. Every step you take, every time you rise, you draw closer to me. Your strength isn't in never falling. It's in trusting me to lift you. The journey's not over, but the promise is sure. Every trial, every tear, every triumph works for your good. You are stronger than you think, because I am with you, always. My beloved child, draw near to me now, for I have walked with you through every storm, every shadowed valley, Every moment when the weight of this world pressed hard against your soul. I've seen the battles you've fought, not with swords or armies, but with the quiet courage of a heart that refuses to break. Life has not always been kind, has it? You've known winds that howl with doubt, rains that fall with sorrow, nights so dark you wondered if dawn would come. Yet here you stand, not unscathed, but unbroken in spirit. I tell you this with a voice that calms seas and moves mountains. You are stronger than you know, and your resilience is a flame that lights even the deepest gloom. I've been with you from the beginning, my child. Every tear you've shed, every cry you've stifled, every step you've taken when your legs trembled. I was there when the road twisted, when hope seemed a distant star, when you fell to your knees and wondered if you could rise again. And rise he did. Not once, not twice, but time after time. The world may look at your stumbles and call them weakness, but I see them differently. To me, your struggles are a canvas of courage, painted with the colors of perseverance, faith, and trust. Each time you've faced the tempest and kept walking, you've shown a strength that echoes my own. Picture a fisherman casting his net into a restless sea. The waves crash, the boat rocks, and the catch seems lost. Yet he casts again, trusting the waters will yield. So is with you. You've faced moments when giving up whispered in your ear, when the loss cut too deep, the pain lingered too long, the doubts roared too loud. But you didn't surrender. You clung to a thread of hope, even when it frayed, and pressed forward. I'm so proud of you for that. Your strength isn't in avoiding the fall. It's in standing after it, in trusting me when the way is veiled, in believing I am near even when silence surrounds you. I know this road because I've walked it too. In Gethsemane, my sweat fell like blood, my heart heavy with what lay ahead. On the cross, my body broke, my breath faltered, yet I trusted my Father's will. You've had your own gardens, your own crosses, times when the burdens seemed too much, when the world turned its back, when you cried out and wondered if I heard. I did, my child. I always hear, and I've never left you. When your strength waned, mine held you. When your spirit shook, my peace steadied you. Your resilience is not yours alone. It's mine, flowing through you like a river through dry land. The enemy prowls, doesn't he? He points to your scars, your falls, your weary days, and whispers, "You're weak." But his lies crumble before my truth. I see the rising, not just the falling. I see the nights you poured your heart to me, the mornings you faced with grit, the moments you chose faith when despair beckoned. When I walked on water, Peter sank, but I lifted him. When you sink, I lift you too. Your struggles don't define you. Your refusal to stay down does. They're proof of a heart willing to fight, to stand, to trust me when the winds rage. Imagine an olive tree, gnarled and weathered, standing firm through drought and storm. Its roots dig deep, unseen, drawing life from hidden springs. So you stand rooted in me. The world may not applaud the courage it takes to rise each day, to face the unknown, to hold fast when nothing makes sense. But I see it. I see the exhaustion you've pushed through, the fears you've faced, the trust you've placed in me. Your resilience is a testimony, not just to your spirit, but to my power at work in you. Every trial you've endured, every tear you've turned to prayer, every step forward is a victory I treasure. You've asked, am I enough for this? When the path stretched long and lonely. Yes, my beloved, you are, because I am your strength. I calmed the storm to show my disciples my power. I rose from the grave to show you no darkness lasts. Your struggles aren't the end. They're a chapter in a story of triumph, written by my hand. Hold fast. The challenges you face now are not your defeat. They're your refining, like silver in the fire. You're being shaped, not shattered, for a purpose greater than you see. Don't fear what lies ahead. Storms will come, as they always do, but they'll pass, and you'll stand, not because you're invincible, but because I uphold you. When I faced the cross, I didn't falter in trust, and I ask you to trust me now. Your resilience honors me. It's a faith that says, I don't understand, but I'll follow. And follow you have, through shadows and light, to this moment where I say, well done. Keep going, my child. Every rise draws you closer to me. Every step is a song of grace. You are stronger than you think because I am with you, always. Connection to modern life. In today's world, we face relentless pressures, deadlines, expectations, the constant hum of screens demanding our attention. Resilience feels elusive when burnout looms, when failures pile up, when we're told strength means never cracking. Yet, Jesus redefines it, not as perfection, but as rising with Him. We stumble, losing a job, grieving a loss, battling anxiety, but He sees our courage and trying again. Practically, lean on Him daily. Start with a quiet moment of prayer, asking for strength. When life overwhelms, step back, breathe, trust He's near. Celebrate small wins, a kind word spoken, a task finished, knowing He cheers. In a culture that glorifies the unbreakable, embrace your humanity. Your strength shines in resilience, not rigidity. My beloved child, stay close to me now, for my heart burns to draw you into the fullness of what I've dreamed for you. I've seen your obedience, the soft yes you've whispered when a world screamed no, the steps you've taken when my path diverged from yours. I've watched your faith bloom, fragile yet fierce, trusting me when shadows hid the way, when the cost stung, when answers slipped beyond your grasp. These are treasures to me, more precious than gold, more radiant than the sun. Your obedience and faith are the keys to a life of purpose, and I long to lead you into its beauty. Obedience is a narrow road, isn't it? It asks you to set aside your plans, to walk where I lead, to trust my voice above the clamor. I know its weight. In the garden, my soul trembled, yet I said, not my will, but yours. You felt that too. Moments when you surrendered comfort for my call, chose forgiveness over vengeance, gave and your hands were nearly empty. Like Abraham climbing Moriah, you've offered your Isaac, your pride, your fears, your dreams, trusting I provide. Each yes is a step closer to my heart, a bridge from your will to mine, a doorway to my purpose. I've seen you obey when it ached, loving the unlovable, serving the ungrateful, following me when the crowd turned away. Think of the boy with loaves and fish, offering his small meal to me. He didn't know thousands would eat, but he trusted. So you've trusted, giving what you have, time, kindness, prayer, believing I'd multiply it. And I have. Your obedience isn't a shackle. It's a dance, your trust and my faithfulness moving together. When I call my disciples, they drop their nets, not seeing the road ahead. You've dropped yours, control, certainty, ease, and followed. I'm proud of you for that. Faith walks beside obedience, a light in the fog. It's not about knowing every turn. It's about trusting me through them. You stepped forward when doubt roared, when the ground shook, when the future loomed uncertain. Every time you've chosen faith over fear, you've grown stronger. Every time you've leaned on me instead of your sight, you've drawn nearer. I walked on water to show I'm greater than the waves. I walk with you now, greater than your questions. Your faith delights me, a heart that says, I'll follow, though I don't see. Don't turn back, my child. If you stop, you'll miss the richness I've prepared. A life woven with meaning, threaded with joy, crowned with hope. The enemy hisses that faith is folly, obedience a loss. But I say their gain. When I fed the crowds, obeying my Father, miracles flowed. Your yes births miracles too. Hearts softened, lives touched, my light spread. You may not see it all, but I do, and it's glorious. Picture a vine, its branches heavy with fruit. Apart from me, you wither. With me, you thrive. Your obedience is the connection, letting my life pour through you. I came to give life abundant, not ease but purpose. Your faith unlocks it. I've seen you trust in the small, praying for the hurting, sharing a smile, choosing peace. These aren't trivial. They're seeds of purpose, growing a harvest you'll one day reap. In Gethsemane, I obeyed, and salvation dawned. Your obedience shapes not just your story, but the world's, a beacon in the night, a whisper of my grace. I have plans for you, to prosper, not harm, to give hope, not despair. Every yes pulls you closer to them. I'm with you, guiding, strengthening, loving. Keep saying yes, my beloved, even when it's hard, even when the path bends. Trust me, your faith isn't blind. It sees me, and that's enough. This is your calling, to walk with me, to trust me, to let my love shine through you. The road may twist, but leads to beauty, a life of purpose, joy, in my unshakable love. Don't give up. Keep trusting, keep obeying, keep believing. I'm writing your story, and it's radiant. You're my beloved, and I'll lead you home, step by faithful step, into a future brighter than you can dream. Rest in me, for I am your purpose, your peace, your promise. Amen. Connection to modern life. Today, we're bombarded with choices, career paths, social pressures, endless distractions, making obedience and faith feel outdated. Yet, Jesus calls us to a purpose beyond the chaos. We obey by choosing integrity over shortcuts, kindness over apathy, even when unnoticed. Faith means trusting Him amid uncertainty, job loss, health scares, broken plans. Practically, start each day asking, what's your will today? Take one step. Help a neighbor, forgive a grudge. Trusting He'll guide the rest. In a world of instant gratification, patience is faith's fruit. Your small, yes, shapes a life of meaning, impacting others in ways only He sees. My beloved child, come hear me now, for the world has fed you a hollow tale of success, and I yearn to fill you with truth. It points to towers of wealth, crowns of power, choruses of praise, saying, this is winning, but I see through different eyes. Success isn't a pile of gold or a seat above others. It's a heart that loves, a spirit that gives, a soul that forgives. You are successful, not by the world's fleeting scales, but by mine, eternal and true. I walk this earth with dusty feet, no palace, no throne. Yet my life was full. I knelt to wash calloused heels, broke bread with the despised, laid down my life for the lost. The world sneered. Failure. I say victory. So does with you. I've seen you set aside comfort to lift the fallen. Share my love when it cost you. Forgive when wounds still bled. That's success, my child. Not in dazzling the crowd, but in dazzling me with faith. Every time you choose love over hate, you mirror my heart. Every time you give without gain, you build my kingdom. The world chases mirages, riches that rust, glory that fades, power that crumbles. But what lasts? Love, mercy, grace. When I fed the hungry, I didn't seek a spotlight. When I touched the leper, I didn't ask for coins. Success isn't what you clutch, it's what you release. You've released kindness to the overlooked, hope to the hopeless, peace to the restless. I see it all, and I cherish it. You're not here to conquer the earth. You're here to touch it with my hands. You've wondered if your life counts when no one cheers, when days blur into routine. Yes, my beloved, it does. The widow's 2 coins outweighed the rich man's sacks in my sight. Your quiet acts, praying for the weary, feeding the hungry, smiling at the stranger, ripple through time. The Pharisees crave success in loud piety, but I praise the humble who loved unseen. Your love, your generosity, your forgiveness, they heal, they mend, they point to me. That's success that endures. Don't let the world define you, my child. Its measures shift like wind, but mine are steadfast. You don't need to prove yourself. I've already claimed you. On the cross, I set your worth. In the tomb, I sealed your triumph. You're successful when you live surrendered, letting my love flow through you. I've seen you comfort the lonely, share with the poor, forgive the cruel. Each choice is a crown, not of jewels but of grace, shining in my eyes. Imagine a sower scattering seed across a field. Some falls on stone, some in thorns, but some takes root and grows. Your life is that fertile ground, Every act of love takes hold. Every gift bears fruit. The world may not notice, but I do. When I return, I won't ask for your treasures or trophies. I'll look at your heart, and yours, my child, is radiant. You live my command. Love one another. That's success, not fleeting, but forever. Keep living this way, my beloved. Don't chase the world's applause. Chase me. When you love, you succeed. When you give, you win. When you forgive, you triumph. I celebrate you, not for what you've gathered, but for what you've shared. Your life reflects my heart, and that's the greatest victory. Walk boldly, knowing you're successful in what matters. Loving as I love, giving as I give, forgiving as I forgive. You are mine, and your success is eternal. Connection to modern life. In a society obsessed with metrics, followers, bank accounts, promotions, success feels like a race we can't win. Jesus flips this, valuing love over likes, generosity over gain. We succeed when we call a struggling friend, share with a coworker, let go of a grudge. Not when we top the leaderboard. Practically, redefine your day. Measure it by kindness shown, not tasks checked off. Resist the urge to perform for approval. Instead, serve quietly, trusting he sees. In a hustle culture, true success is peace with him, impacting lives beyond what eyes can count. My beloved child, linger with me now, for my heart swells with joy over you, and I long for you to feel it too. I see you when the load grows heavy, when a world's weight bends your back, when weariness seeps into your bones. Yet you rise, again and again, you rise. Your resilience, your victories, your very soul, they're a celebration to me. I'm not just your savior, I'm your companion, rejoicing in every step you take, every battle you endure, every moment you lean on me. Life brings tempests, doesn't it? I've known them too. Waves crashing against my boat, crowds turning for my words, a cross casting its shadow. But I rose, and so do you. I've seen you face fears that could have shattered you, doubts that could have silenced you, trials that could have stopped you cold. Yet you've held on, chosen hope, kept moving. That's not defeat, that's triumph. The world may miss your quiet grit, but I don't. Every time you stand, I cheer. Every time you trust me, I dance. You're not alone. I'm with you, celebrating every victory, grand or small. Think of the father in the story I told, watching for his lost son. When that boy returned, broken and bare, I ran to him, threw a feast, not for his wealth but for his return. So I run to you. Celebrate your victories, my child. The day you chose grace over wrath, the moment you forgave when it tore you, the hour you stood when falling seemed simpler. These aren't trivial, they're treasures to me. The world may shrug, but I call them radiant. Each step forward is a melody, each rise a harmony. And I'm singing with you. You've wondered if I see, if I care, when the road stretches silent and long. I do, my beloved. I saw you whisper prayers in the dark, push through fatigue, cling to me when sense fled. On the cross, I carried your name. In the tomb, I bore your pain. You're never alone. Not in the pit, not on the peak. Your perseverance reflects my strength. Your endurance, my love. I'm proud of you, not just for reaching the end, but for walking with me through the middle. Don't let the noise pull you away now. The enemy wants you to miss this, to fixate on flaws, to ignore your growth. But I see the whole story. Mountains scaled, storms braved, a heart refined. Pause and look back. See how far you've come. Not by your power, but by mine. When I stilled the sea, my disciples gasped. When you weather your seas, I gasped too. Celebrate that. Not from pride, but from joy in our journey together. You've climbed heights, I've led you up. Faced winds, I've stilled. Trusted me when shadows fell. Keep going, my child. The race isn't done, but it's beautiful. Every rise honors me. Every victory you share with me. I'm with you. Through tears and smiles, dark and dawn. I'll never leave. I'll never stop rejoicing. You're my beloved, a masterpiece unfolding. And I celebrate you. Not for what you'll be, but for who you are now. Live boldly, love freely, trust fully. Your life sings of my grace, and I delight in you always. Connection to modern life. Today, perseverance feels daunting. Endless news cycles, personal setbacks, a culture that demands instant results. Jesus celebrates our persistence, not just our prizes. We push through, raising kids, mending relationships, facing daily grind. And he sees every effort. Practically, mark your progress. Journal a tough day you survived. Thank him for strength. When tempted to quit, rest in him, then rise. In a throwaway world, value the long haul, small victories, patience with a stranger, hope amid chaos are big to him. He's with you, cheering. So, keep going with joy. These expanded sections deepen the original message while offering practical ties to modern life, encouraging resilience, faith, redefined success, and perseverance rooted in Christ's presence. Let me know if you'd like further adjustments. My beloved child, stay with me now, for my heart yearns to lead you deeper into the beauty I've prepared for you. I've seen your obedience, your quiet yes to me when the world shouted no. I've watched you trust me when the path was hidden, when the cost was high, when understanding slipped through your fingers like sand. Your faith and obedience are precious to me, more than gold, more than the praises of men. They are the keys to a life of purpose, and I long to show you the fullness of what lies ahead. Obedience isn't easy, is it? It asks you to lay down your plans, to step into the unknown, to trust my voice over your fears. I know the weight of it. I felt it in the garden, when I surrendered to my Father's will. Though my flesh trembled, you felt it too. Moments when you chose my way over yours, when you followed my whisper though the world mocked, when you said yes in the small things, believing they'd lead to greater ones. Each step of obedience is a step closer to my heart, a bridge from your will to mine. I've seen you obey when it hurt, forgiving the unforgivable, loving the unlovable, giving when you had little left. Like the boy with 5 loaves and 2 fish, you offered what you had, trusting I'd multiply it. And I have. Your obedience opens doors for my love to flow, my power to work, my purpose to unfold. It's not a chain. It's a partnership, your trust and my faithfulness weaving something extraordinary. When I call my disciples, they left nets and boats, not knowing where I'd lead. You've left your own nets, comfort, pride, control, and followed me. I'm proud of you for that. Faith is your companion on this road. It's not about seeing the end. It's about trusting me in the middle. You've walked in faith when doubt howled, when answers hid, when the ground shook beneath you. Every time you've chosen faith over fear, you've grown stronger. Every time you've trusted me over your circumstances, you've drawn nearer. I walked on water to show my disciples I'm greater than the storm. I walk with you now, greater than your uncertainties. Your faith pleases me. It's a heart that says, I'll follow though I don't see. Don't turn away, my child. If you stop now, you'll miss the richness I've planned. My heart aches to finish what I've begun in you. A life of purpose, not perfection. Of joy, not striving. Of hope, not despair. The enemy whispers that faith is foolish, that obedience is loss. But I say there again, when I fed the crowds, obeyed my Father's will, the miracle came. Your obedience and faith birth miracles too. Lives touched, hearts healed, light spread. You may not see it all, but I do, and it's beautiful. Picture a vine and its branches. Apart from me, you wither. With me, you bear fruit. Your yes to me is the connection, letting my life flow through you. I've seen you trust in the small, praying for a stranger, sharing a kind word, choosing peace. These aren't small to me. They're seeds of purpose, growing into a harvest you'll one day see. I came to give life abundant, and your faith unlocks it. Not a life of ease, but of meaning, of impact, of eternity. Keep saying yes, my beloved, even when it's hard, even when a path bends. Trust me. I wept in Gethsemane, yet obeyed, and salvation was born. Your obedience shapes not just your life, but the world's. It's a light in the dark, a testimony of my goodness. I have plans for you, plans to prosper, not harm, to give hope, not fear. Every yes draws you closer to them. I'm with you, guiding, strengthening, loving. Your faith isn't blind. It sees me, and that's enough. This is your calling, my child, to walk with me, to trust me, to let my love shine through you. The road may twist, but it leads to beauty, a life woven with purpose, threaded with joy, crowned with my unshakable love. Don't give up. Keep trusting, keep obeying, keep believing. I'm writing your story, and it's glorious. You're my beloved, and I'll lead you home, step by faithful step, into a future brighter than you can dream. Rest in me, for I am your purpose, your peace, your promise. Amen. My beloved child, listen now, for the world has taught you a lie about success, and I long to set you free with truth. It tells you success is a mountain of gold, a throne of power, a chorus of praise. It measures you by what you hold, what you conquer, what you display. But I see differently. In my eyes, success is deeper, richer, eternal. It's a heart that loves, a spirit that gives, a soul that forgives. You are successful, not by the world's scales, but by mine. I walk this earth with no palace, no crown, no riches, yet I live the fullest life. I washed feet, broke bread with outcasts, died for sinners. The world called it failure. I call it triumph. So is with you. I've seen you sacrifice comfort to help the hurting, share my love when it cost you, forgive when it stung. That's success, my child. Not in standing on a stage, but in standing in faith. Every time you choose love over hate, you reflect me. Every time you give without gain, you build my kingdom. The world chases shadows, wealth that rusts, power that fades, glory that dims. But what endures? Love, mercy, grace. When I fed the hungry, I didn't seek applause. When I healed the leper, I didn't demand payment. Success isn't what you grasp, it's what you release. You've released kindness to strangers, hope to the broken, peace to the restless. I see it all, and I treasure it. You're not here to impress the world. You're here to touch it with my heart. You've wondered if your life matters when no one claps, when the days feel ordinary. Yes, my child, it does. The widows might move me more than a rich man's hoard. Your quiet acts, praying for a friend, lifting a burden, sharing a smile, ripple through eternity. The Pharisees sought success in loud piety, but I praised the humble who loved in secret. Your love, your generosity, your forgiveness, they change lives, heal wounds, point to me. That's success that lasts. Don't let the world define you, my beloved. Its standards shift like sand, but mine stand firm. You don't need to prove yourself. I've already approved you. On the cross, I declared your worth. In the tomb, I secured your victory. You're successful when you live surrendered to me, letting my love flow through you. I've seen you comfort the lonely, share with the needy, forgive the cruel. Each choice is a crown, not of gold, but of grace, shining in my sight. Picture a sower scattering seed. Some falls on rocky ground, some among thorns, but some takes root and grows. Your life is that good soil. Every act of love takes root. Every gift bears fruit. The world may not see it, but I do. When I returns, I won't ask for your riches or your fame. I'll look at your heart, and yours, my child, is beautiful. You've lived my command. Love one another. That's success, not fleeting, but forever. Keep living this way, my beloved. Don't chase the wind of worldly praise. Chase me. When you love, you succeed. When you give, you win. When you forgive, you conquer. I celebrate you, not for what you've amassed, but for what you've shared. Your life reflects my heart, and that's the greatest achievement. Walk boldly, knowing you're successful in what matters. Loving as I love, giving as I give, forgiving as I forgive. You are mine, and your success is eternal. My beloved child, stay with me now, for my heart rejoices over you, and I long for you to join in that joy. I see you when a load feels heavy, when the world presses down. when weariness creeps into your bones. Yet you rise, again and again you rise. Your resilience, your victories, your very heart, they are a celebration to me. I'm not just your savior, I'm your cheerer, delighting in every step you take, every battle you fight, every moment you trust me. Life has storms, doesn't it? I'll walk through them too. Waves crashing, crowds turning across looming. But I rose, and so do you. I've seen you face fears that could have crushed you, doubts that could have silenced you, trials that could have stopped you. Yet you've held on, chosen hope, kept going. That's not failure. That's victory. The world may overlook your quiet courage, but I don't. Every time you get up, I clap. Every time you trust me, I sing. You're not alone in this. I'm with you, celebrating every triumph, big or small. Think of the prodigal son. He fell far, but when he returned, I ran to him through a feast, not for his perfection, but for his return. So I run to you. Celebrate your victories, my child. The moment you chose kindness over bitterness, the day you forgave when it hurt, the hour you stood when you wanted to fall. These aren't small, they're precious to me. The world may call them insignificant, but I call them glorious. Each step forward is a dance, each rise a song, and I'm dancing with you. You've wondered if I notice, if I care, when a road stretches long and silent. Ido, my beloved, I saw you whisper prayers in the dark, push through exhaustion, cling to me when nothing made sense. On the cross, I saw your face. In the tomb, I carried your name. You're never alone, not in the valley, not on the hill. Your resilience reflects my strength, your perseverance my love. I'm proud of you, not just for arriving, but for journeying with me. Don't let distractions pull you away now. The enemy wants you to miss this, to see only flaws, to ignore your growth. But I see the full picture. Mountains climbed, storms weathered, a heart refined. Pause and look back. See how far you've come. Not by your might, but by mine. When I calmed the storm, my disciples marveled. When you weather yours, I marvel. Celebrate that, not out of pride, but out of joy in what we've done together. Keep going, my child. The journey's not over, but it's beautiful. Every time you rise, you honor me. Every victory, you claim with me. I'm with you, through tears and laughter, shadows and light. I'll never leave you. I'll never stop cheering. You're my beloved, a masterpiece in motion, and I celebrate you, not for what you'll become, but for who you are now. Live boldly, love freely, trust completely. Your life is a testimony to my grace, and I rejoice over you always. Connection to modern life. This message from Jesus resonates deeply in our fast-paced, achievement-driven world. Today we're often measured by success, wealth, status, likes on a screen, leaving us feeling unseen or unworthy when we don't measure up. Yet, Christ's words remind us our value isn't in what we produce, but in who we are, His beloved. The sacrifices we make, helping a friend, forgiving a hurt, choosing kindness, may go unnoticed by others, but they ripple into eternity. In a culture of comparison, His assurance that we're enough frees us from striving. Our resilience through life's storms, grief, uncertainty, failure, mirrors His strength, not ours alone. Apply this by pausing daily to hear His voice over the world's noise. Let go of perfection. Embrace purpose through small acts of love. Trust Him when paths blur, knowing He walks beside you. Celebrate progress, not just outcomes. Every step forward matters. In a distracted age, stay present with Him. Your life's impact unfolds in quiet faithfulness. You're not alone. He sees, He cares, He celebrates you. Live boldly in His love, for that's where true life begins. If this message has blessed you, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss powerful, life-giving word from the Lord. Together, we'll walk in faith and live fully in the embrace of God's unfailing love. Amen.